In today's video, I want to go over the number one thing that I consistently hear in every community that I belong to, in questions that people email me as well as text me. The number one thing that I always hear that stops them from actually having success. And so, if you don't know who I am, I'm Ian Ryan Kirk. I've been making videos and content for an extended period of time. I've never shared any of the things that I've learned until this year, but I have learned a lot. And I definitely know when things take off, that what caused them to take off. And I also know that you can create a lot of videos about something that nobody cares about, and you'll consistently get 300 to 1,000 to 1,200 views on all of them, and most of those are your family. So I'm here to make sure that that doesn't happen to you, help you grow on YouTube. I'm going to show you a whiteboard because I just got this whiteboard. It's probably going to be backwards unless the video flips, but I don't really care because this is a visual hook right here. And if it's backwards, it doesn't really matter because I can read it to you. Okay, this says number one, content, create content. Or if you go backwards, content creation. Doesn't really matter. So I help people create content and come up with their ideas. Now this is super important to figure out kind of how to structure a video. This video just started off with a simple hook. I told you what was going to happen. Then I introduced myself, gave myself a little bit of credibility. I mean, you can look around on YouTube and see 400 some odd videos that I've made. You can go on to Instagram and see, videos that got 200 to 300 views. You can see reels that got 1 million views. And I've kind of figured out over time, what gets a lot of attention and what doesn't get a lot of attention. And I'll share with you this one little jewel. Relate to the audience at all times. Don't just make videos about what you think's cool. Ask your audience about what they want videos about. And let that create the scripts for your next video. Another thing that I put on our little whiteboard right here was I help people find a following. And that's super important because likes and followers don't equal dollars. But when you have an engaged audience that is super into what you're talking about because you're solving a problem for them, or you're providing some sort of value in each and every one of your videos, that helps you find a following. And I would rather work with somebody that has a very engaged following than a ton of followers. And this is a really easy example that I can share in short form video, where you can have a video where, let's say, you talk about how to create a video just using AI, and you tell people use this ChatGPT prompt and do these 3 things. And people will watch it and they'll keep watching it and they'll be taking notes, and then they'll share it to somebody else, and that thing will just explode and go crazy, right? But because you're not solving a specific problem for a specific person with a specific need, it's really hard to get a following that's engaged in something like that. But if I make a video about the top 3 things that stop people that are over 40 with a ton of life experience from starting a YouTube channel to help other people solve the problems that they've solved in their life, well, that's speaking to a very specific audience. And with that very specific audience, you can craft services and product offerings that can help those people get from point A to point B to point C, and you get the picture, right? What else is on our whiteboard right here? What else do I do? Oh, all right. Well, I helped craft offers. So I help people figure out what a unique offer would be that they could craft to their audience. For an educator, my mom was an elementary school teacher, right? Well, if she helped, let's say, beginning school teachers, particularly, let's say, a 3rd grade school teacher, because that's what she was for years, let's say she helps third grade school teachers, right, with classroom management. Well, do you think somebody that has 35 years of experience could teach somebody a few tricks that might make their life a little bit easier that has no years of experience? Of course. Now, is that worth money? Of course, because one of two things happens in life. We either pay money, right, to learn something that someone else has already learned, and we shrink the time that it takes us to learn that, or we invest our time to learn it without mentorship. Either way, you're either spending time or you're spending money, or in some cases, you're kind of wasting both. You're wasting time and wasting money, because if you get that knowledge and you learn it and it saves you time and money, well, there you go. So what else is on our little thing right here? Let's look back. Oh, I also teach people how to, with their offers, do multi-tier monetization. And what technically that means is people will always pay for access. And so the thing is when I work with clients, or we could even take this example of my mom being a teacher. She's not a client, but if she was, and we had this offer, she could have some sort of one-on-one Zoom coaching offer, and that one could be a little bit more expensive than, let's say, a one-to-many in a Zoom classroom call. And then so that would be like, one-on-one, one-to-many, and then she could have like a low-end ticket offer that would be, I don't know, something like the recorded calls from this are then put into an online course, and that's like a do-it-yourself, inexpensive, hey, you're going to spend a lot of your time trying to figure this out, but go ahead and have at it, right? So essentially it captures people from that have the same problem, right, with different budgets, that want to get to a destination in a different amount of time. So if we think about this, like if you wanted to get from, let's say, New York City, right, to Dubai, there's a couple ways you could get there, right? I'm pretty sure there's one of those really fast jets that gets there, where one of the tickets might be 5 figures, right? There's probably a way to get there for right around like $5,000. The other one is probably like right around $10,000. And then you could probably get in a shipping container too, and that would probably be the cheapest way, and that might take like a week. But there's different ways of getting there, and you're either going to pay for what? Time and convenience. Super simple. So what else is on our whiteboard here? Oh, the last thing. Yeah, right there. AI. So with lots of people's different businesses and stuff like that, when you're creating offers online, you have to deal with a lot of people, right? And there's a lot of inquiries and stuff like that. So essentially all of the systems that I set up are run with human AI sounding operators, customer service, that sort of thing. It is the way of the future. Yeah, it is putting a lot of people in call centers that are overseas out of business, because we can program the AI to have perfect speaking English or any other language with the perfect accent. We can change accents. We can make sure they have the right tonality. They never lose their cool. It's absolutely awesome. Usually what will happen is they will help us filter people and essentially extend the right offers to those people, and make sure that they get in the right programs. But yeah, everything from customer service to outbound call setting. The only thing we don't really do is do any type of AI closing, because it requires a little bit of a human touch, just to make sure that that person's getting into the right program. So, but yeah, those are the kind of cool things that I had on the whiteboard to talk to you about today. Also have a community down below if you guys wanted to join and learn a little bit more how to educate people into a purchase. It's basically the new way of, I'll call it selling, but you essentially never close people. You essentially educate them into making a buying choice because they realize that they can save time and money by making the purchase instead of just staying in like limbo land. So yeah, join the free community, bounce around in there for a little bit. If you have any comments, hit those up down below this video. This is another unedited video just to show you that even I can make a video without cutting it up and editing it. It's all on my cell phone. It's gonna be directly uploaded, and I'm gonna use AI to make the thumbnail. So if I can do this, you can do this. I know you have special knowledge, and I know you can help the world by helping them get from where they're at to where they want to be and help people bridge that gap. So I hope this was inspiring for you. Remember, live your life tenaciously and always be learning. And I'll catch you in the next one.